I'm going to talk about upcoming pattern. So there's some weather warnings, which is in Hamilton. Hamilton's gonna see some yellow warning, which is some fog in effect. So there's gonna be near visibility. So there's gonna be locally dense fog has developed and it's going to continue into the early Sunday morning, and that's it. That's the fog advisory. So Niagara on the lake is going to see the same thing actually. So including Niagara Falls cities. So let's look at upcoming patterns. It's going to take a minute. So let's look at 7 p.m. with this 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's zoom out to southern Ontario. There's no pressure anywhere. So let's go to 25 hours later. So 1016, 1012 millibars of pressure by 4 hours. So 1012. So those are the two pressure, 1012 included, so 1016. So let's go to 7 p.m. 66 hours of the way the model runs, so 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's go to 24 hours after that, which is 7 p.m. So 1004 and 1008 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is 24 hours after that, 7 p.m. So 1012, 1016, 1020 millibars of pressure, no 1020. So let's look at the precipitation pattern, which is 1 p.m. Skip 10 p.m., but it's too close, so there is no precipitation. So let's go to 4 p.m. There is no precipitation. 7 p.m. there is something. So Hopes Bay, Palm Beach, Sun Beach, Sala Bay, Midland. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So London. So let's go to 10 p.m. So Collingwood, Palm Beach, Sun Beach, Sala Bay, Midland, Aurora, Berry, Beverly Hills, Virginia, Coburg. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 7 a.m. There is nothing else. 10 a.m. There's nothing else. 1 p.m. There's nothing else. 4 p.m. There is something. So like said, OB is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 7 p.m. Like said, or be Port Elgin, not Port Elgin, so Hanover, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Oshawa. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snow following Salaby. So Stouffville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet. So let's go to next hour, which is 10 p.m. So Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Oshawa, 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Snowfall is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. There's nothing else. 10 a.m. There's nothing else. 1 p.m. There's nothing else. 4 p.m. There's nothing else. 7 p.m. There's nothing else. 10 p.m. There's nothing else. 7 a.m. So Laincedo, Bay, Wartime, Collingwood, Bombay, Stanley Beach, Southern Bay, Midland, Orlando, Betty, Beverly Hills, Georgia, Port Scarborough, Richmond Hill, mostly. So Richmond Hill, so Brampton, that's about it. So Coburg, Peterborough, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freeze rain. Tony Market, Orangeville, Stouffville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freeze rain, including Uxbridge. Mississauga down to Toronto, Brampton, Orangeville, parts of Oshawa, those cities are gonna get some 0. Lake possibly. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, so including eastern Oakville, the central. So Western Oakville is gonna get some Western Oakville, Hamilton, Niagara Falls City, those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Port Elgin, Hanover is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Belleville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower. Oh, so Oshawa, Parsawa is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 10 a.m. So line said, oh, B, Y, Chan. Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, South Bay, Midland, Olala, Betty, Newmarket, Orange, Stouffle, Scarborough, Oakville, most west and east, not central, so Uxbridge, Belleville, so those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain, so Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Parksville, it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, so downtown Toronto, Oshawa is gonna get some 0.25 and 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, slash snowfall is in Oshawa, 0.25. So now gonna link our capacity for 80 Hamilton and doses are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Port in Hano is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So let's do Collingwood. Collingwood, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Cobourg, Peterborough. Doses are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's go to next tower, which is London. So let's go to next tower, which is 1 p.m. So let's choose a random city. So Lions Head or Bay, Palm Beach, Orilla, not Orilla, skip Orilla. So those cities are gonna get Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, different. So Scarborough, parts of it. So Uxbridge. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So parts of Scarborough, Stouffville, the two parts of Scarborough, Newmarket, Orangeville, it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. Stouffville's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. Georgina, Baptist, Barry is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain, or it's going to get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain, including Midlands, Donna Beach. So Palm Beach is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's go to Port Elgin. Port Elgin, Hanover is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to Peterborough. So Peterborough is going to get some little bit lower. So Peterborough is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters freezing rain. Coburg is gonna get some 0. No, it's going to be 6.25 millimeters freezing rain. Belleville is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, freezing rain, 2.5. So Oshawa is gonna get some 6.25. No, yeah, it is 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. This in Oshawa, parts of it. So Salabi is going to get some 6.25 millimeter notes, 12.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next towers because it's way low, so it's going to be 12.5 instead of 12.5. So that's for snowfall near Salabi. So Hamilton, Argonne, Arc City, downtown Toronto, those cities are going to get some 0.2.5 millimeters of rainfall, including Western Local parts of it. So let's go to next hour, which is 4 p.m. So Lions Head, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Salabe is going to get some 6.25 millimeter, no, 12.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Hopesville, Midland, no, it's not possible. So those is good, except Midland. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of sleet, actually 2.5. So Midland's going to get some 0.25 millimeters, no, 2.5 millimeters of sleet. Olala is gonna get some. Let's do correct Olala. So Olala is going to be 0.25 millimeters of sleet. So the sleet. Yeah, this no, it's gonna be 2.5. So I'm gonna start the whole thing again for sleet. So sleet is going to be zero. No, it's going to be 0.25 millimeters of sleet is in Olala, and Hopesway is gonna get some 2.5. 0.25 millimeters of sleet. So that's the actual one. So the line says stays the same, like 12.5. So Oshawa, downtown Toronto, little bit of cool, but central. close to it, western actually. So Hamilton, Argonne Lake, Niagara Falls City, those cities are gonna get some 0.25, 2.0, 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. So parts of Scarborough is gonna get some. I'm gonna stop on downtown Toronto. So downtown Toronto's parts of Scarborough is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Scarborough, parts of Scarborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain, including Richmond Hill, Brampton. So Brampton, Richmond Hill, Scarborough. But- So Mississauga, Brampton, Brampton, Richmond Hill, Stouffville is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So Richmond Hill is gonna get parts of it. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain, which is 2.5 actually. The parts of Richmond Hill is actually gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. So Coburg is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25. Belvoir is 2.5 millimeters. Beverly Hills, Georgina is gonna be 2.5 millimeters. Collingwood is 2.5 millimeters. So Whitehead is gonna be 0.25 millimeters. Port Elgin, Hanover is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters. So if it's say Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Beverly Hills, Georgina, those cities are going to get some 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain, except Peterborough is going to get 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So London. Let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. So line said, Obey Wartam. Those cities are going to get some 0.25, no, 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Belvoir is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. No, it's going to be 2.5 millimeters of sleet. So let's look at Uxbridge. Uxbridge, you're going to get Uxbridge, Coburg. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So Newmarket, Orangeville, Stouffville, Mississauga, Brampton, Toronto, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, Dover is going to get some 0.25, no, 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, including Hamilton, Eastern Local, Central Local. So let's do Niagara Lake. Parts of Niagara Lake, Niagara Falls City is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Port Elgin, Hanover is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So let's look at London. So let's look at Beverly, Georgina is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. Or Solid Beach, Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, Midland is going to get some 6.25, 12.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to Collingwood. Collingwood is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So Oshawa is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 10 p.m. So it's a little bit less freezing right now. Nice. So line said Obey, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Belleville, possibly Coburg, Peterborough. Those cities are gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's look at Oshawa, Uxbridge. She's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, but sleet is 0.25 millimeters of snowfall slash sleet is actually going to be Uxbridge mixed with it. So Newmarket, Orangeville, Stouffville, Mississauga, Brampton, or the start, Toronto again, including Newmarket. So Mississauga, Brampton, Orangeville, down Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Niagara Falls City, whole local, Hamilton, Port Elgin, Hanover, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Beverly Hills, Georgina, Collingwood, those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. There is nothing else, Hope Hope's Bay is gonna get 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 10 a.m. There is nothing else. 1 p.m. There's nothing else. 4 p.m. There's nothing else. 7 p.m. There's nothing else. Let's look at final hour. There is nothing else. So let's look at. So before I say all of this, it's gonna be total precipitation. Gonna be a few seconds. Total precipitation. So let's actually correct it. So Down to Toronto, Richmond Hill is different. So down to Toronto, 1 millimeters, Richmond Hill, Scarborough is going to be 0.7. Newmarket, Stouffville, Orangeville is going to be 0.7. Brampton, Mississauga is going to be 0. No, it's going to be 1 millimeter. So Oshawa is going to be 0.7. Wilkes-Barre 0.5. Coburg is going to be 0.7. Peterborough is going to be 0.5 millimeters. Belleville 0.2 millimeters. 0.3 actually. So Hamilton 1 millimeters. Whole Oakville is going to be 1 millimeter of rainfall. Narragansett Lake 0.2 milliliters. So Bombay, Stanton Beach, Sala Bay, Midland, Beverly, Isles, Lionshead, Bay is going to be 0.6 millimeters. No, Hope's Bay is 0.6, only one, but rest is 0.7 millimeters. So rest of the city. So Barry is going to be 0.6 millimeters. Georgina is going to be 0.6 millimeters. So Hamilton. So let's do Port Elgin. Port Elgin is going to be 0.2 millimeters. Hanover is going to be 0.7 millimeters. Collingwood 0.7 millimeters. 0.6 millimeters. So let's go to the next hour, which is 24 hours after that, which is 7 p.m. So this saga is gonna get some 0.7 millimeters. Hamilton 0.7. Oakville heaviest 1.2. Lightest it could be with 0.7. So let's look at our graph velocity. It's gonna be on and off 0.2 millimeters with some 0.6 millimeters. So let's look at our ground leg. Light is 0.2 millimeters, heaviest is 0.7. So let's look at, well, there is nothing else. So let's go to 7 p.m. So Whiteton is 21 millimeters, Collingwood 22 millimeters, Mississauga, Brampton is 13, Mississauga 14, Toronto 14, Stouffville 13, Scarborough 13.5, Oshawa 16 millimeters, 60 millimeters, Wilkes-Barre, Newmarket, Orangeville 14 millimeters, Peterborough is 21 millimeters, Coburg 18 millimeters, Belleville 20 millimeters, Hamilton 13 millimeters, Oakville is 13 millimeters, Oakville again is going to be 13 millimeters. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 14 millimeters. London is whatever. So, Olala for 31, Georgia is going to be 18 millimeters. Beverly Hills 18 millimeters. Barrie is going to be 22 millimeters. 22 millimeters. Olala is already done. Solid Bay, Midlands 31 millimeters. Actually 29 millimeters, 30 millimeters in Midland. Palm Beach is going to be 26.5 millimeters is in Palm Beach. Thunder Beach is going to get some 29 millimeters of rainfall. Hope's Bay is going to be 29 millimeters. Line said it's going to be 30 millimeters of rainfall. Oh, that's wrong. Precipitation. Let's do it again. So Hope's Bay is actually going to be 25 millimeters, 26 millimeters, and line said. So that's actually one. So Port Elgin is going to be 20 millimeters. Hanover is going to be Hanover is 22 millimeters of rainfall. So let's go to next hour. Good spy. So let's go to next hour, which is 24 hours after that. We just double check it's 24 hours for total precipitation. So let's go to 7 p.m. So line said Bay Collingwood is different. It's gonna get some 0.7 millimeters, 0.6 Collingwood. Bomb beat is going to be 0.5 millimeters. Solid Bay Thunder Base is going to be 0.6. Solid Bay is going to be 0.7, but actual precipitation 0.9 millimeters. Midlands is 1 millimeter. So the last is going to be 4 millimeters. That's 3 millimeters. So Georgia, it's going to be 0.8 millimeters. Beverly Hills Barrie is going to be 0.3 millimeters. So 1 millimeter on Peterborough. Coburg is going to be 0.6 millimeters. So that was 3 millimeters. So let's look at next tower, which is Wiretown. Wiretown is 0.6 millimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is total snowfall. So let's go to 7 p.m. Solid Bay 0.4, Thunder Beach 0.4, 0.5. For Palm Beach 0.3, Windland 0.3, so Hope's Bay is going to be 0.3 centimeters. Line said it's going to be 0. Centimeters, London. So let's go to Collingwood 0.2, Whitetown 0.12, Lilla nothing, Barry 0.nothing or 0.5. Not 0.5, but let's go to 24 hours after that, which is 72 hours, 42 actually. So Brampton, Sissaga is going to be 0.7, Toronto 0.6, Scarborough 0.65, 0.7, Stouffville, Newmarket 0.6, Orangeville 0.6, Oshawa 0.6, Uxbridge with 0.1, Hamilton 0.4, Oakville is going to be 0.4, but 0.7, Oakville again 0.7. Line said Obey 0.3 centimeters, Collingwood 0.2, Solid 0.2, so Barely 0.2 centimeters. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to next hour, which is 7 p.m. 98 hours. So 0.6 Newmarket, Uxbridge 0.4, Asheville 1.9, so 3.4 centimeters Uxbridge, 1.9 centimeters in Oshawa, with 0.6 centimeters in Newmarket, Peterborough 60.8, Coburg 5.4, Belleville for 11.8. Wharton is with 7.6, Collingwood is 8.3, so Port Elton is going to be in the middle. So Port Elton is going to get some 2.5. So it's going to be close to 2.5 and 1.0.2, so it's going to be 1.3 centimeters. So line said B is going to be different. So let's do that later actually. So let's actually start from pink, darkest pink. So so it's going to be 7 layer. So it's gonna be 22.5 centimeters is in Orla, so but it could be heavier. So 22.5 is in Palm Beach, Standard Beach. So Solid Bay is 26.6 centimeters. Midland is gonna be 22.5 centimeters. Actually, let's double check actually. So let's actually double check. So it's between 22.5 and let's actually raise this. So between 22.5 and 25 centimeters for Palm Beach, Santa Beach, Midland, and all the last. So it's going to be 22. It could be 24.5 centimeters. So let's actually double check. It's going to take a while actually using. So let's do Lion's Head first. Lion's Head or Bay is going to be. So it's going to be very close to the third one. So I have to do the same thing. So 15. It's gonna be 8 and 8. 6. So 6 times. So it's gonna go to 1, 2. So it's gonna be 21.5 centimeters in Hope's Bay, including Lion's Head also. So let's go to Bombay, Sunny Solid Beach. So let's go to, it's gonna be actually 22.5 at 25 centimeters of snowfall. It's in Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, Midland, and all of that actually. So I don't need to correct it actually. So it takes too long. So let's go to Georgia. So it's going to be going to take a while, like 1 minute. So let's actually clear this. Starting to clear this. So 5 centimeter 15. Oh, let's do properly. So Georginia's axis is going to be fifth darkest blue. Actually, sixth lightest blue. So gonna be 11 centimeters to Georgia. Babylon, so it's gonna be third lightest blue closest. So it's gonna be 7.5 centimeters as Nova. So Betty is gonna be like 15 centimeters. 12.5 centimeters is in Betty. So it's actually going to be between 12.5 and 15 centimeters as snowfall. Let's go to that's Betty. So let's go to 24 hours after this. So it's gonna take about a while actually. So let's go to 7 p.m. There is nothing else. So let's go to 7 p.m. There is something showing up. So Scarborough Pickering borderline new mark the snowfall is going to be 1 millimeter asleep. So Scarborough is gonna be our Pickering Oshawa borderline is gonna be 0.25 millimeters asleep, or that's 1 millimeter. So let's go to 24 hours after that, which is 7 p.m. There is same thing. So let's go to next hour. It's something different changed. So same thing for whatever places. Don't need to say like Newmark, Snowfall, and Oshawa Pickering. Don't need that. So 14.2 is a meter, bro. Belleville 7.0. Coburg nothing. Solar Bay 3.6. Thunder Beach 9.1 or 9 millimeters. So Palm Beach is going to be. So Palm Beach is actually going to be like 2.5 millimeters of sleet. So Lion's Head is going to be 6.25 millimeters of sleet. So it's going to be wrong. So Palm Beach is actually 0.25. So Lion's Head is going to be 2.5. Hope's Bay is going to be 6.25. Whiteton is 3.5. Collingwood is 2.3 centimeters. Lilla is going to be the third light speed, 0.25, 2.5, 6.25 millimeters of sleet. So Chinia is going to be 0.25 millimeters of sleet. Betty is actually going to be 6.25 millimeters of sleet. So let's look at Georgia. So Midland is going to get some 3.6. No, it's going to be close to 3.6 millimeters of sleet. So it's going to be like between 2.5 and 6.25 millimeters of sleet. So let's actually clear this. So it's actually 2.5. It's like 2.5 and 6.25 millimeters sleet. So it's going to be 4 millimeters of sleet, like 4.5 it could be. So let's go to next hour, which is go to February 17. There is some things. So let's actually go back previous hour to 7 p.m. There is nothing else. Let's go to 7 p.m. 66 hours. So the southwest Niagara Falls is 0.25. So let's go to 7 p.m. So 3 millimeters of freeze grain is in Peterborough. Coburg 6 millimeters. Belleville 6 millimeters. Tofu 4 millimeters. Newmarket Orangeville 2 millimeters. Brampton 1 millimeters. Mississauga 0.25 millimeters. Scarborough is going to be 1 millimeters holding. So Uxbridge 9 millimeters. Georgina and Beverly is 9 millimeters, but that's mean average, but it's going to be 6.525. Actually, 6.25 millimeters of freezing rain is actually going to be Beverly Hills or Georgina. So let's do Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midlands could be 1 millimeter freezing rain, but the mean average is 0.25. So Hope's Way line says 1 millimeter freezing rain, but the mean average is going to be 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's look at next hour. 4 millimeters of freezing rain is in Whiteton. Collingwood, 11 millimeters. So this is total freezing rain. Last time was total sleet. And before that it was total snowfall. Let's look at Richmond Hills. So Richmond Hills is actually going to be 1 millimeters of freezing rain, but the actual precipitation is like that's wrong. So it's actually going to be 2.5 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's look at air temperature patterns. So let's go to 3 p.m. So let's go south. Whiteton 3 degrees, Collingwood 2 degree, -2, Brampton -3, Mississauga -2, Toronto -2, -3 is for Scarborough, and -3, 2.5 actually, -3 Sydney Market, Orangeville, so Uxbridge -3, Oshawa -3, Peterborough -5, Coburg -3, Belleville -4, Hamilton -1, Oakville -1, oh that's all local. So Coldest temperature is gonna be -2, warmest is -1. So everywhere now fast -2, so that's +2. For Elgin, Ottawa is going to be 3 degrees. So Virginia is going to be -2 degrees. Actually, -1 degrees. So Georgia is going to be -3 degrees. So -3 degrees. -3 degrees. So Barry is going to be -3 degrees. So Lula is going to be -2 degrees. 3 degrees actually. So my Starlight Beach, Thunder Beach, Palm Beach is going to be -2 degrees. So like I said, Bay is going to be 1 degrees. So Midland is going to be -2 degrees, -3 degrees, or -2 degrees, -3 degrees. London is going to be get nothing with 5. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m. So White -5, Collingwood -5, Brampton -9, Sisaka -7, Toronto -7, Scarborough -8, Stouffville -9, Market -10, Orangeville -9. Orange -9. So Uxbridge -10, Arthur -8, Peterborough -12, Coburg -7, Belvoir -10, Hamilton -2, Oakland -2, Oakland again -6. So everywhere now Falls -5. So let's look at beach. Palm Beach is going to be -7, -7, -6 degrees, -6 degrees. Salt Lake Beach is going to be -6.5 degrees. Thunder Beach is going to be So -3 degrees, 3.5 degrees in Thunder Beach. So Lion's Head or Bay is going to be -3 degrees. So Port Elgin is going to be -4. Number is going to be -5 degrees. White -5 degrees. London. So all cool. So let's look at Georginia. So Georginia is going to be -9 degrees. Beverly Hills is gonna be -9 degrees. So it's -10 degrees, but it's gonna be -11 degrees actually. So let's go to Barrie. Barrie is -9 degrees. Midland's -9 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. So Hamilton -2, Brampton 1 degrees, Mississauga 1 degrees, down Toronto 1 degrees, Scarborough 0 degrees, Stouffville -1 degrees, Newmarket 0 degrees, Orangeville 1 degrees, Orangeville, Uxbridge -1, Oshawa -0, Peterborough -1 degrees, Coburg -1, 0 degrees in Belleville, so Oka warmest 2 degrees, coldest 1 degrees, everywhere now fast 2.5 degrees, Whiteton 3 degrees, Collingwood 3 degrees, Port Elgin 3 degrees, Hanover is going to be 3 degrees. Sotheby 2 degrees, Dunby 2 degrees, Bombay's 2 degrees, Midland 2 degrees, so Lullaberry, Georginia, Beverly Hills 1 degree, so Hope's Bay is going to be 3 degrees, Lionshead is going to be 3 degrees, so London, whatever. So let's go to next hour, which is really like single whole thing. So let's go to 7 a.m. So let's look at Brampton -2, Mississauga -1, Toronto -1, Scarborough -2, Stouffville -2, Oshawa -3, Uxbridge -3, Peterborough, Newmarket -3, Orangeville -3, Peterborough -4, Coburg -2, Belvoir -6, Hamilton it's gonna be -1, Oakville warmest -1, coldest -0, everywhere in Niagara Falls is gonna be 0.5 degrees, about freezing. So Georgia -3 degrees, -2 degrees, Beverly Hills is gonna be -2 to 4 degrees, -3 degrees, Barrie -2 degrees. So let's look at Sotheby -4 degrees, Palm Beach is going to be -2 degrees, Midland is going to be -5 degrees, Olalla is going to be -6. So -6 degrees in Olalla. So for Elgin, -3. Hanover is going to be -4 degrees. So line set OB is going to be -3 degrees. So let's actually do correct line set OB properly. And this is the last. So line set is actually going to be -4. Hope's Bay is going to be -3 degrees. Actually possible. So Collingwood -2. So that makes Hope's Bay something else. So -2. So let's do London. So let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. So Brampton, 2 degrees, Mississauga, 2 degrees, Toronto, 2 degrees, Scarborough, 2 degrees, Dover, 2 degrees, Uxbridge, 3 degrees, Oshawa, 3 degrees, Peterborough, 2 degrees, Cobourg, 1 degrees, Belmore, 2 degrees, Hamilton, 4 degrees, Oakville, 2 degrees, that's cold, the warmest, 4 degrees, everywhere Niagara Falls, weather. Niagara on the lake, 6 degrees, 3 degrees, Niagara Falls City, Whiteton, 2 degrees, Collingwood, 1 degrees, so Georgina, 2 degrees, Babylon, 2 degrees, Barry's, 2 degrees, Lilla is going to be 4 degrees. So let's look at Solid Beach -1, Thunder Beach -1, -2. Solid Beach -1, -2 is in Thunder Beach. Palm Beach -1 degrees. Midland is -2 degrees. 1 degrees in Midland. Line said Old Bay is 1 degrees. Port Elgin 0 -1 degrees. Hanover is going to be 1 degrees. So London. So let's look at next hour, which is 7 a.m. So Line zero, B is going to be -1, Collingwood -1. So from 0 degrees Peterborough, -2, Coburg -1, Belvoir -2, Uxbridge -1, Oshawa it's going to be 1 degrees. Newmarket, Orangeville, 1 degrees. Brampton, Mississauga, Toronto, 1 degrees. Sherwin Hills, 0 degrees. Scarborough, 0 degrees. Hamilton, Oakville, 1 degrees. Everywhere in Niagara Falls, 1.5 degrees. Solid Bay, 0 degrees. So actually -1. So Midland 0 degrees, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach 0 degrees. So Georgia, Babylon, Isis, Berries, Orlando -1 degrees. Sunday 0 degrees. So London. So Port Elgin, Hanover is gonna be 1 degrees. So Whitehaven 1 degrees. So let's look at next hour, which is 3 p.m. So Brampton, Mississauga, Toronto, for Scarborough, Newmarket, Orangeville is 1 degrees, Uxbridge with 0 degrees, Oshawa 1 degrees, Peterborough 1 -1, Coburg 1 degrees, Belvoir 0 degrees, Hamilton 1 degrees, Oakville 1 degrees, everywhere in Niagara Falls is 2.5 degrees, Line said Old Bay is going to be 0 degrees, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland 0 degrees, Lilla is going to be -1, Georgia 1 degrees, Beverly is 1 degrees, Barrie is going to be -1 degrees. It's gonna be 0 degrees. So Port Elgin Honor is going to be 1 degrees. So Whitehaven 1 degrees. So Collingwood 0 degrees. So London whatever. So let's look at next hour, which is 7 a.m. So Granted -2, Mississauga -2, Toronto -2, Scarborough -2.5, Dover -3. Newmarket Orangeville -3, Uxbridge -4, Oshawa -3, Peterborough -5, Coburg -4, Bravo -5, Hamilton, Oakwood 0 degrees, Mississauga -2 degrees, everywhere in Niagara Falls is -2.5, 1.5, so Whitehaven -2, Collingwood -3, Port Elgin, Hanover is -2. So Palm Beach is -4, Thunder Beach -3, Solid Bay -4, Midland -4, Lilla -5, Georgia -4, Babylon is -3, Barrie -4 degrees. So let's go to next hour. So like Hope's Bay is going -2, Line Sid is going to be -3 degrees. So London, whatever. So Hope's Bay is going to be -2. That's so no, not Hope's Bay. It's going to be Oakville. Oakville warmest temperature is 0 degrees actually. So let's look at next hour, which is 4 p.m. So let's go back to 7 p.m. then 4 p.m. 7 a.m. We did this. So 4 p.m. Now it's actually corrected one. So 1 degrees in Whitetown, Collingwood -1, Brampton -3, Mississauga -2, Toronto -3, Scarborough -3, Dover -3, Newmarket, Orangeville -3, Uxbridge -3, Oshawa -3, Peterborough -3, Coburg -2, Belvoir -3, Hamilton -1, Oakville -1, Oakville warmest temperature -2, everywhere in Niagara Falls is 1 degrees. Port Elgin -2 degrees, Hanover is 2 degrees. So let's go to Line said Old Bay is -1 degrees. Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Solid Bay is -1. Midland is going to be -1. Georgia is going to be -1 degrees. Beverly is -1. Barrie is going to be -2 degrees. Solala is going to be -2 degrees. -2 degrees. So -1, no, -2 degrees, no, -1 is not actually. So let's look at there's no other cities. So this is the end of the video.